Today's video is a video response to this guy. If you didn't click there, then you're not going to know what I'm talking about, haha! Who I now think is probably the coolest thing since sliced bread. If you don't use that expression, that's okay, because I'm old school, yo. But yeah, so he did a video where he confessed that he was a nerd. And you all know I'm a nerd, so that's obviously not what my confession is. So what is your confession, Rosie? Huh? Well, I'll tell you. As soon as the white balance returns to my face. Oh, excellent, there we go. My confession is that I am a really bad nerd. As a child, most people who consider themselves nerds watch Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and Disney movies, because apparently that's also really nerdy, and all of those things, and I just didn't. Really, the only thing that marked me as a nerd when I was younger was the fact that I really liked Harry Potter, which in itself isn't a bad thing. I mean, you can't fault me for not having watched Lord of the Rings as a child. That's not my fault, that's my parents' fault. You can blame them all you want. They just pay for everything I do, so maybe we shouldn't do that. The bad thing is that when I realised that I was a nerd at the age of 14 or so, I still didn't watch all of these Star Wars movies and Lord of the Rings, so I just had nothing to talk about with other nerds because I'd never seen Star Wars. And all of my friends would be like, oh, you've got to watch it, it's the best movie ever, and I was just like, I don't know, I just wasn't like, oh, I wasn't into it. And then I watched it and I was like, this is the best thing ever. Lord of the Rings I watched for the first time at the age of 18. I'm still currently 18, so I saw it less than a year ago. So yeah, that's my confession, that I'm a really bad nerd. I have since watched all of the things that would make me nerdy. I have watched Doctor Who and I've watched Harry Potter, and I've obviously watched Harry Potter. I've watched Star Wars and I've watched Lord of the Rings, but I didn't grow up with them. And they didn't have that big of an effect on my personality today. So even though I'm like, oh, Star Wars is amazing, it was never like, oh, Star Wars is amazing. I remember playing music for myself when I was younger because I just didn't even know it existed, really. First time I ever heard of Star Wars was when we played the theme music in band. That's how I knew I was a nerd. I played clarinet in band. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. I know I've just destroyed, like, 2 of your hopes and dreams, but hey, 2 out of 13 is not bad. In other news, I got flea medication for my dog today from Amazon, and it was wrapped up in a packet that took me about 20 minutes to get. Honestly, it was harder to break into this packet than Alcatraz. Although, you don't really ever want to break into Alcatraz, do you? I suppose it'd be quite easy to get into Alcatraz, it's the getting out that's the problem. But seriously, no packing for flea medication needs that much, like, protection. Seriously, the amount of tape and just stuff that packing companies put on their products is insane. I mean, it's like manila envelopes have become childproof. Today's random fact will be read to you by the monkey, because I've been attempting to improve my arts as a ventriloquist. Did you know only 8 men were killed in the Battle of Lexington? Couldn't you tell? You could so tell it was him, not me, right? Right? I'm just such a good ventriloquist. See you all tomorrow. What a great way to end a video. Well done, Rosie. Good job. You know, let's go out with a bang.